Cobalt is one of the most historic mining towns in northern Ontario. High-grade silver was discovered during the construction of the Temiskaming and Northern Ontario Railway, from North Bay to the communities of Haileybury and New Liskeard, north of Cobalt. The discovery was made in 1903, near Long Lake, later called Cobalt Lake, by Ernest Dara and James McKinley. One mining mill still operated in the area in 2017. The exploration for diamonds and other minerals was ongoing. Cobalt suffered two devastating fires in the 20th century. In 1909, a fire spread quickly and half of the town was destroyed. 150 buildings were lost, and 3,000 residents were left homeless. The silver mines of Cobalt. The prospectors who discovered them and miners who worked them left a permanent mark in the Canadian mining history. The town of Cobalt is known as the birthplace of hard rock mining in Canada. The foundations of the former McKinley-Dara mill. This mill was built on a hillside. The crushed ore would flow downward by gravity through the various milling stages in the plant. The headframe is a tower, constructed above the mine shaft, where cables, pulleys, and a hoist were used to raise and lower cages with miners, equipment, and ore. This headframe was moved from the site number 14 on the Heritage Silver Trail when the mine ceased production in 1978. It is located across the street from the Cobalt Mining Museum. The Mining Museum owns a number of artifacts and photographs dating back to the early days of the Silver Rush. Over 6,000 photographs have been digitized. The museum displays several original paintings of the mine head frames from Cobalt by Richard Ferrier. These were donated to the museum by the Canadian Mining Hall of Fame to commemorate 100 years of silver in 2003. It also owns an extensive collection of mining books, maps, and articles pertaining to the mining history of the area in the Ignatius MacDonald Library. The mayor's chain of office is displayed at the museum. It was donated by H. Lang, the mine owner. He was the first mayor of Cobalt. The silver chain weighs about 4 pounds. The Cobalt Mining Museum displays one of the world's largest native silver, as well as mineral specimens from around the world. There is also an amazing display of many mineral samples. When viewed under black light, they glow in a rich spectrum of colors. A glory hole is formed when underground mining comes to surface, creating a surface opening. The Nipissing Hill Lookout was built on the foundations of the Cobalt's largest mill. It is situated at the top of Nipissing Hill. The lookout provides a panoramic view of Cobalt. Much of the ore for the mill came from the Nipissing 73-mile mine across the valley. An aerial tram was built to transport the ore to the mill. The underground workings of the Little Nipissing mine are exposed on a cliff face 20 meters high. The narrow workings followed the Little Silver vein that averaged only 20 centimeters wide, but produced 700,000 ounces of silver. An underground mine tour is available during summer months. Bronze relief sculptures commemorates the miners of Cobalt.